asking us some stuff there, so sorry for the silence for a little bit.
Yeah,
It's just a big confusion going on right now, so while they sort that out.
yeah, nobody, like I said, they didn't know there was a time of possession. From my readings, looks like there was a defensive rebound. At 4:32, we're going to discuss it. It might get an inbound pass. Coach Kohler is taking this as a timeout. Both coaches are.
Things here, and just looking at a couple stats already in this game, I mean, there's already 6 offensive rebounds for the Warriors. If they're going to try to beat the Warriors right now. side of the ball. I think that's going to be key for the Forsters to win this match. Stop allowing off.
Warrior foul call number 20, Bethany Wern, her first. And the team first, Erica Foy back in the game for the Rose. In the game for the Frozen, number 34, Logan Rouse. She replaces Kyra Baker. Forster foul call number 44, Maddie Woodruff. Her second, team second. Forster substitution number 3, Ruby Gold. She replaces Maddie Woodruff. Warrior foul number 22, Jules Cutrara, the first, team second. Emily Siegel from Celeste Ryman. Warrior foul. Number 3, the first. Team third. Warrior substitutions number 13, Kara Whitaker, number 20, Bethany Worm.
Drive in here, push off the front of the rim.
Wow. Ruby Bowen tried to get her first 2 points of her career. Decided to go down the court and take a charge. It's a big play from the freshman.
Charge called there, and a lot of charges, Ryan, so far. This has been a very physical game.
Yeah, it definitely has. It's been exciting. It's been a lot of fast-paced action here. Forster's trying to break the press, trying to break the zone. Got to keep it.
Man. Just get it back and then they throw it out of bounds.
Man, just a swarm of defenders batting at the ball. Indiana Tech again. It's another opportunity for a steal. Okay, the Foresters' 12th turnover already in this one.
Wow. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Sorry about the technical difficulties there, folks, but we're back. Foresters have a huge deficit to contend with. Ryman.
Man, I'll tell you what, Ryman looks confident. She really does. She's been working hard in the gym. She's always in here practicing here with the Seabos, a couple other players as well. She's been doing a lot of off-season work. She looks really confident in sophomore guard.
Yeah, Ryan. I remember last year our fond memories from our J-turn class, Ryan. I remember we used to see her just in here, and Coach would just throw her the ball. She'd shoot it, and she was counting how many threes she made. And you're right. I mean, just confidence is the best way to describe it.
Looks really solid with the ball. Bowling down low.
Another 2 points there for the Foresters.
Bowling, the freshman from Lima, Ohio, in Bath High School. Getting some really good early minutes here, really productive minutes.
And a timeout called. Coach Biggs was trying everything to get a timeout, and finally came. We'll take it with him right back here on FDN Sports. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins alongside my partner Ryan Walker. So, a little bit of a deficit right now for the Foresters. Something manageable though. They've gone on a couple runs, but they're going to need some more, Ryan.
Yeah, they haven't gone away yet. There's been a couple times where you think Indiana Tech's just going to go on a spurt, but then the Foresters kind of climb back and play some really good basketball, and they're kind of in it right now, just down by 11.
Reach-in foul there called.
Forester foul call number 30, Emily Seago.
Emily Sebo will get the call there. That's one thing though, Ryan, as the crowd has seen, a lot of fouls for the Foresters tonight. Something that's going to have to be cleaned up in practice.
Noah Comstock on the mop. Love to see that.
We do miss Brent Turner, though.
Hey, he's got some shoes to fill, but he's been working hard in the weight room. Comstock, infielder, outfielder for Forester baseball. Good kid.
That's awesome to hear, Ryan. We always love the work that the moppers do. I know it's a big joke, but it really is a thankless job.
Without him, everybody would be slipping everywhere. We don't need that.
We do not, Ryan.
6 on the shot clock.
Got to take one here soon. That's a long three there off the iron. And that's going to have to be saved by Rouse, and it does, but it goes right back to Kurta. Long three here, and once again, no good.
Really good defensive possession by the Foresters, trying to stay in it. Just got a couple minutes left here before the half. See if they can cut this lead down.
Kick ball here. So, Ryan, the question is, we've seen a lot of plays from the Foresters. They seem to be playing at a very fast, aggressive pace. With their deficit, do you try to slow it down and find better opportunities, or are you going to play fast and maybe take a risk?
Well, yeah, it's tough to play slow because they've been pressing for the entire game, so you kind of got to hurry up and go down go down the court, and it's just really tough to really slow down at that point.
Ball moved in here. Awkward shot there from Rouse. So that will allow Kurta to bring it up the court. She dishes it off to Foy. And to Whitaker. Long three here from Kurta, and that ball is airmailed.
Another good defensive possession for the Foresters. See if they can take advantage of it here. Still down just 11, under 2 minutes to go in the half. They're staying in it.
Wyman takes a good shot, but just didn't get the roll.
Just a little bit too far away from the basket. Almost went in, though.
Tipped out of bounds there by the Foresters, so that will allow the officials going to discuss it. The ball rolled out into the hallway.
Free souvenir.
Unfortunately, NAIA policy, you have to give the ball back.
Well, if I'm getting it, I'm keeping it.
A little bit of a contact there, no call. That ball moved in here. Sebo gets the rebound, and lots of confusion. She gets blocked, and she's on the floor, but she gets up. Deja Drake shows off the defense
Nice
again.
steal.
Drake has trouble corralling that pass, and the Foresters are going to have to set up here. Kaya Andrews going to come back into this ball game, and a foul called on the floor. It will stay with the Foresters, and the shot clock will set to 20. Foresters get 4 extra seconds. Apparently that will send the Foresters to the bonus. And Deja Drake will go to the line.
Very important free throws for the entire game, not just these ones, of course, but they're free throws that you can make without a defender on you, and that's got to be such a relief for this Foresters team. Have a lot of turnovers today from that pesky Indiana Tech Warrior defense.
Drake's second shot is up, and that one's good. Deficit cut to 10. Now Ryman's playing the role of frustrating defender. Ball split here, foul call, and that's a charge.
So blocking foul actually there. It'll go against the Foresters. They'll send Kyra Whitaker to the line.
First the substitution, number 20. Allie Bonds in the game for the Foresters. She takes Emily Sebo. Now on the line for the Warriors, number 13, Kyra Whitaker, 52.
Just 36 seconds left in this half. Foresters down 11.
Like you said, I mean, they obviously have some halftime improvements to make. However, they've really, considering the circumstances on the stat sheet, this looks a lot worse than the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think they've really buckled down on defense, and when we were mentioning it, when they had 7 offensive rebounds, the Warriors, Lori Culler told her team, you got to rebound, and they've done a great job ever since.
Wow, splits the offense. Shot clock is dead. Warriors get the last shot with a 10-point lead. Deja Drake trying to frustrate the defense. Ball moved in here. Last second dish off. Corner 3 at the buzzer. No good.
I will take that. I will take that.
I think all Forester Nation will. Warrior Nation, not so much. So that will bring us to halftime. Ryan, what are your takeaways?
Well, I think the Foresters struggled early on to get the defensive rebound. Offensively, obviously they had some frustrations, but I think they're going to start figuring that out, and I think Lori Culler's going to have a plan. But it just seems like as the game goes along, the more that they're starting to kind of figure out how they can play in a frustrating defensive style, and they kind of changed up defensively on their side as well. I mean, they really started to play Indiana Tech's game on the defensive side of the ball and started to cause havoc on that side. So they're in it, playing the number 13 team in the country that brought back virtually everybody. I think I'd take this, right? I think I'd take a 10-point deficit right now.
Yeah, I think one thing is, if you can grab a few more offensive rebounds for the Foresters and take away some of those defensive rebounds, I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but then this would just be a totally different game. Those second chance points have really changed it. I think that's something to be addressed into the locker room, but considering all the rebounds they lost, and the fact that the Foresters are still in this is quite amazing, actually.
Right. Kyra Whitaker leading all scores thus far at the half with 9. Logan Rowles, 1 behind with 8. She's got 5 rebounds to her name as well.
Yeah, I think one thing I also want to see from the Foresters is to clean up the fouls a little bit. They had a lot of unnecessary fouls. Luckily for them, not a lot of them were shooting fouls, but it really would slow down the pace of the game and give the Warriors a little bit of momentum that they needed from time and time again. So we'll just have to see, Ryan. It's going to be an interesting second half. The Foresters are going to need a run or two to get back in the lead, but a lot of improvement shown from that first quarter, Ryan.
Yeah, and I think they're going to address those in the halftime locker room. I think Lori Culler will have her players set and ready to go. I mean, it was a really tough defense to play against. I mean, this was a team that had all the chemistry coming back. I mean, they only lost 3 players from last year, one of which was a starter. And they returned 3 players, that were all conference last year in the WAC, Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, and they're projected number 1 in that conference this year as well in the preseason. Preseason, but it does tell that this team definitely does deserve that, and they're going to really frustrate defenses all over the NAIA this year.
Yeah, that's you're absolutely right about that. And I think one thing is when you're facing a good team like this, it's really going to be important that you stay disciplined. I think that's something the Foresters lacked there a little bit in that first quarter. And we talked about it on the Chopping Wood podcast. So, Ryan, when's that going to be out, by the way?
That's going to be Friday at 12 o'clock.
So, Friday, 12 o'clock, wherever you get your podcast, listen to Chopping Wood. Brian and I are going to discuss the men's basketball preseason and an interview with Coach Alford, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
am I right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, listen to that. And we'll be back for the second half here on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
First Federal Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Huntington University athletics. For over 100 years, First Federal has served Huntington and the surrounding communities. Just as in athletics, the bank works hard and strives to be the best. This past year, First Federal received the Reader's Choice Award as the best bank in Northeast Indiana. In addition, First Federal is a 5-star rated bank and was recognized as one of the top 200 community banks in the nation. First Federal Savings Bank would like to wish the athletes and coaches the best of luck. Huntington University and First Federal Savings Bank, now that's a winning team. Go Foresters.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins, joined by my partner Ryan Walker. Interesting first half, to say the least, Ryan.
Yeah, it sure was. It was a tale of two stories. It really was just seeing the frustration that the Foresters went through offensively and defensively, and then they improved in the second half of both quarters. So what I mean by that is the Warriors were really frustrating them on the defensive side. It was really pesky defense, really scrappy, forced a lot of turnovers. And then on the offensive side, collected a lot of offensive rebounds, and that really killed the Foresters. But they kind of figured it out a little bit in the end of the first quarter and the second quarter. And now find themselves down by 10. So I'll take it.
Before we get started here, just a quick update around the HU scene. HU volleyball down to Bethel 2-0 going into set 3, and at half, St. Francis and Huntington HUMS are tied. First shot of the half is missed. It's a busy week for the athletic department, Ryan.
Oh, it sure is.
Corner 3 here, banks it in. Warriors picked up right where they left off.
So does Kyra Whitaker, 12 points now on the game. Just a really good player, and deservedly so, as the All-American honorable mention last season.
Ryman dishes it off. Drake back to Ryman. Rowell's inside, gets the putback.
That'll get Rowell to 8 points now. They took 2 off the board from the first half from her, but now has that 8 right back to her name.
We'll likely see double digits from her this evening. Ball taken by...
Don't jinx it.
You've already got the first announcer jinx.
Oh,
so
I didn't jinx anything though. I said we'll see.
That is fair. We're just going to have to keep like a running total. Like, I'll just go screen record all of our jinxes. We'll make a nice little compilation. That ball's out on the Warriors. Forrester ball with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Yeah, that's one thing. Point distribution tonight, not really spread out. A lot of people are hogging the points tonight, Ryan.
Yeah, and I think we're going to want to have Emily Sebo kind of get started as she takes a 3 here.
That would have been a
Just
good
missed that
example of
one.
a jinx.
Yeah. But Emily Sebo, top leading scorer from last season for the Foresters, trying to make up some ground from Elena Rongos, who transferred over the summer and graduation to Sam Vaughn. Like to see her get going here in the second half.
Ryman was inside the arc there for the charge, but was not called because of her positioning. So the Warriors really starting back off. Ryman's got to take a long 2 here. That one's off. Seba puts it up
Good
and
move.
gets the bank.
That was a good move. Just got some space for the fake. Gets it in for 2. That works.
The bank has night hours in Huntington, Indiana this evening. Coach Kohler getting really aggressive with her defense. We're seeing a lot of double teams in the corner. That will be missed. Deja Drake
And I
gets
think
the
it's
rebound.
going to work for them. I really think it is, and it really frustrated the Warriors. It tasted their own medicine at the end of the second quarter there in the first half.
Wells guys in, gets the bucket and 1, and there's the 10. I didn't jinx it. 11-point deficit. Now faces the Foresters. With this bucket, it will be a 10-point deficit. So a shootout coming here, Ryan, but the Foresters do have a lot of ground to make up.
Rowell's just averaging 3.6 points per game last year, showing that she can absolutely take that role this year, trying to score some points. So she's got 10 already in this one.
She played really well off the bench, and so she earned her spot here in the starting 5. Sebo gets down for it, and a jump ball possession goes to the Warriors. Warriors were looking for a travel, but I think they'll just take the jump ball at this point. A little bit of an explanation for the shot clock operator. 30 as a change of possession. If you get an offensive rebound, you only get 20 seconds, but a full change of possession, you get the whole 30. So that was the explanation given. And we're back to action. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Forster's hanging around.
Strip there, no travel called. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Drive in here from Salisbury, and it's going to be taken away. Change of possession. A little bit confused, and step out of bounds. Apparently there was a change of possession. I thought that it was just stripped, but the shot clock did reset, and the officials didn't notice it. But
just a lot of physical contact in this one. Both teams are just going at each other. Love to see it. That's Indiana basketball, though. So what did we expect?
Wouldn't expect anything less, and I love it for how it is. Sebo got it stripped, kind of swatted at that one to keep it alive. Drake gets this one up and rolls off the rim.
Yeah, tough shot. Again, the Warriors forcing a tough shot / turnover.
Forrester ball. That ball went out of bounds.
More full court press here. Celeste Ryman doing a good job at picking it up.
She really
good handling the ball over the offseason. And it shows a lot more confident in her game this year.
Looks like she's going to take the role of the point guard this season. Ball stripped away here. Three ball here. That one off the front of the rim. Sebo goes up and grabs it though.
Forster's doing a great job defensive rebounding now. Lori Culler made sure that was fixed immediately. And her players listen, and they're doing a good job of it.
Forsters do need some points offensively though. They've fixed their defense. Now it's time to get the offense involved. Ryman has a nice dish off. Robrock with a turnaround that's off the backboard. Robrock very frustrated, just slapped the floor, Ryan. Foul called and one.
Not what Culler wanted there down the court. Just a good shot, good drive. Emma Suleiman adds to her point total with 10 now.
Connor Granville comes into the game. And one, no good. Three ball here from Sebo. Had a good arc on it, but just hit off the front of the iron.
Tough. 37% from three last season. Sebo struggling a little bit today, but hey, it's the first game of the year.
Now Forrester's only shooting 1 for 8 from the line so far tonight, Ryan. They are 12 for 29 inside the arc. Once again, this is kind of a tough question to ask, but what do you do at this point? Do you keep trying to get threes and try to chip back into the game, or are you just going to have to go slowly? Late foul call there on Granville.
I think all they got to do, I say all they got to do, but they just need to find opportunities to get open shots. Doesn't matter if it's at the three-point line, inside, at the elbow. Doesn't really matter. They just have to find ways to get open. It's tough with this defense here, but they're going to have to do it in this tough Crossroads league.
A little bit of confusion on who the foul was on.
Well, Worm will be at the line. 79% free throw shooter last season.
First one up and no good.
Tough break there. Forster's got to take advantage.
4 minutes remaining in the half. Ball dished off, long three here. That one's good.
Allie Vaughn, the freshman, coming in and hitting a big shot.
Huge shot right there, like you said, making this a 10-point ball game. Foresters do get another foul, though. That's their 4th.
But again, they just won't quit. Anytime they think they're going to start losing it here, they come right back, and now down by just 10.
Really shows a lot of this heart of this team. That's something they're going to have to do, really, Ryan. There's going to be a lot of tough games. This is an incredibly tough conference, like you said. So if they, you know, they were literally one game result away from having a home playoff game, and they barely lost to Mount Vernon in the first round. So it really just says a lot about them, Ryan. It's like, you know, kind of an awkward season last year. They had to take a seat for a month after they had a couple positives before the Huntington University Classic. They had a couple positives after the Huntington University Classic, so that they just really couldn't get off the ground until Christmas break, and then Christmas break happened. They finally started, you know, knocking off a bunch of games.
Yeah, they had a couple tough breaks last year with COVID. I think at 3 different times they had COVID issues, and I mean, they could have had it worse. Spring Arbor had half their season canceled, so we wish the best for Spring Arbor, of course, this year as they get back to full health, and we have a full, healthy season.
Yes.
That's what we hope and pray for.
Happy fans are back in the crowd too, Ryan.
Everything's back. We love it.
Foul called on the floor. That's 2 shooting fouls.
And hey, not to mention, we're not in the bird's nest up there. We're down here
we're on the
court side.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi. Well, the camera's not on us, but when it pans across, yeah, we were talking about that before the game, which obviously had to be done at the time, but it's just so much different being down here, Ryan. You know, the bird's nest was nice. You got a full view. Doesn't really give you the rush of sitting right here and having the players run past you.
How about the Foresters, though? Single-digit deficit. Connor Gambrell.
Since the first quarter, so that's got to make them feel good. Time to come up on defense. That ball goes flying. Deja Drake has it, and also they're getting the crowd involved.
Here they come, fast break.
Ryman took an awkward ball handle. Foul called, and it will be...
Tough call. That's a tough call.
Hey, look, Ryan, it's our best friend.
Oh, man, Brent Turner. But no, that's a tough call. Foresters had an opportunity to cut it to 6. Oh, man.
Like you said, that's an unfortunate break, but something they can certainly come back from, especially if they keep playing defense like this.
Right. Hey, it's a positive sign of life there. Whether it was a foul or not, it was still a tough break as we get a timeout here.
And we'll take it with them right back here on FDN Sports. Welcome back inside Platt Arena.
Big possession here on defense.
One of the biggest of the night.
The lower color squad.
Foul called on Rouse. That's the Foresters' 6.
Yeah, she knew it right away.
Push off.
Yeah, that's all right, though.
That's her second of the night. Might want to consider getting Coach Kohler not waiting for any subs. That is the bonus. I was pretty sure of that. Now confirmed. First one up and good. Right now, 7 for 12 from the line are the Warriors. They have a 9-point lead now. Foresters certainly still have a manageable deficit with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter here. They just need a run. Vaughn sends this one up, no good.
Tough. Warriors looking for a push off there. Looked pretty close, didn't get the call, but shot did not sink nonetheless.
Another big possession here, drives in, gets it up. That one was blocked. Lots of confusion. Vaughn and Gramble, so we have a 3-on-5. Doesn't matter anyways. Kyra Baker is there for that one.
That's her first points of her collegiate career. Congratulations to her, the freshman, Kyra Baker.
Coming up clutch too.
Freshman from Bargersville, Indiana, Franklin High School.
I was about to say this is another huge defensive possession, but I think the rest of the game is huge defensive possessions.
Foresters got another chance. Less than a minute left in this quarter. Down 7.
Turnover there off an awkward pass from Rouse.
They'll settle it down a little bit here. Probably a good idea. Try to get it 2 for 1.
Wow!
Tough shot.
A prayer shot right there from Jules Guitarra will go in for her. So now a 9-point deficit again, 30 seconds to go, 5-second differential.
I would just hold it for the last shot here, Carson. They'll only have about 3 or 4 seconds after the rebound. See what they can do.
Gamble fakes out, does not get the call. Long pass here.
We got 10 seconds.
Baker's gonna pick it up. Out to Drake, 2 seconds, step back at the buzzer, no good. So
Well, it was set up nicely, I'll say that.
it was 9-point deficit. We want to take a moment to thank those who make Forester Athletics and this broadcast possible. I'd like to thank our sponsors at FDN Sports and at HU Athletics.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial...
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. As a huge fourth quarter, Foresters need a run. They are down 9.
Amanda Lovejoy will come in for her first minutes of the game. Interesting to put her in the fourth quarter, but hey, it's Lori Culler. know what she's talking about.
Drake hits the front of the iron there. A ball taken away by Connor Gramble, and a foul called. Connor very fortunate there because that would have been a travel.
Some disagreement here on the Warriors side.
They need a substitute, as that was the fourth foul for Bethany Worm.
Tyra Baker getting a lot of minutes here late. Her and Celeste Ryman have had a really tough job coming in as two young underclassmen point guards take the shoes of Sam Vaughn, and I think they've really played the part well, Carson.
Gamble drives in, gets the foul. Coach Biggs looking for a travel.
You'll recall her with maybe a sarcastic clap or a finally clap. I think both sides have been at the officials all night. Just part of the job. I think these officials know that.
Yep.
Toughest job out there.
What? And he's got to deal with what coaches and some snot-nosed, red-headed commentator has to say every once in a while.
Oh, boy. You might be the last person they're worried about dealing with.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
And they always know you. They have you sitting next to me to hit me in the arm and say, hey, cut it out.
Of course. You're not the one screaming at him either.
I'm just that guy who goes, I'm not so sure about that, Ryan, and here's why. That's when you have to cut it out. Good drive in there. What a beautiful hook shot.
I think she likes that shot.
A little bit of a Larry Bird action here.
Larry Bird.
Former Sycamore.
I think they know that around here.
They do?
Just a guess.
Thought it was worth mentioning. Because why not?
Gamble again. Clutch point.
36-44. And a ball out of bounds. Foresters, like you said, Ryan, they've really, Foresters still are 100% in this game and have a chance to win. But a lot could be taken from this if they do lose. I mean, this has been a hard-fought battle for a game that just really didn't look good in the first quarter.
Yeah, and we've mentioned it before. They're bringing back two honorable mention All-Americans in Whitaker and Erica Foy. So they return virtually everybody. We've said it a couple times tonight, but they bring back everybody but one starter from last season, and just the chemistry that they already have. Really encouraging to see the Foresters go out there and really compete, win or loss. I think you can look at this and have some confidence with the Foresters this year.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And I think this, this is a really hard-fought battle. And even if they do win, they show that they're not going to help there as that ball sinks. That deficit back to 10. But like I said, just really shows a lot. Drake gets fouled there, and we'll get two shots.
Team had some really important shoes to fill. Obviously, Sam Vaughn, Elena Rongos are two leading scorers, but I think the freshmen are doing a really good job tonight. Ruby Bolin out there from Lima, Ohio, done a good job with good minutes here tonight. She's out on the floor now. Kyra Baker's done a really nice job at the point guard position. Not easy to come in and play point guard as a freshman and play significant minutes.
Not at all.
Of course.
Not at all, but she's done it well. Second one up and good. 1 for 2 there for Drake.
And not to mention Allie Vaughn as well. done a really good job. Had a clutch 3 earlier.
Beautiful play there inside. Once again, a double-digit lead for the Warriors. And a foul called. Coach Biggs not happy with the call at all. She's being told to sit down. She has to watch. She could be in for a technical.
Three freshmen out on the floor. Sophomore and a junior. Going young here. Switching it up. I like it from Lori Culler.
Jump ball there. Yeah, there's not this is a very young team. They're not going to graduate too many, which is good for the future. We'll have to see how they do this year. That's going to be the big part of it, is, you know, but like this is a pretty close game for this young of a team versus this experienced of a team.
Just one senior, Logan Rowles, leads the Foresters in scoring with 10. He's also got 5 rebounds. Done a really nice job.
Well, just as we get done talking about that, Ryan, the Foresters are going to bring back much of their starting 5. Ryman, Robrock, and Rouse are going to come back out on the floor and try to erase this deficit. Foul called.
Yeah, and they'll likely play the rest of the game here, I would say. Throwing out the freshman and Amanda Lovejoy out there, a sophomore. Returner, of course. And I think they did a really nice job holding the fort down, keeping this a manageable game with 6 minutes left, over 6 minutes left. Now you get your starters out there, fresh starters, and see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. A little bit of coaching here. First one up and good. Second one, no good. Rouse gets the rebound. Robrock gets that one up, finds it.
Wow, tough shot. Had a couple fake moves there. Gets it in where she's comfortable down low.
Three-corner three, no good. And Vaughn. That ball moved in. Robrock with a turnaround, sinks it.
Back-to-back possession for Robrock. They got a fresh team out there.
My former roommate, Nick Penny, asked for a cameo on the broadcast. Well, I'll just quote him here. He said, Robrock just needs to let these people know that she's got to play her game. I think she listened. Javens decided not to take a 3 there. That was surprising. She had a wide open look. That one in, doesn't get the roll.
Just goes out. Lucky break for the Foresters, but hey, they have to take advantage of it. Just 5 minutes left in this last quarter of play. We have a whistle. Had a hold there on Taya Andrews. Now the Warriors putting in Kyra Whitaker, Bethany Worm out there. They'll come in fresh off the bench, and Whitaker ties all scores with 12 points, along with Emma Tueman. It's going to be a battle.
Yes, it is. This is going to be an interesting last 5 minutes. First call. First one up and good. Robrock's second one is up and good.
A huge 6 points for Robrock here. Just a couple possessions ago, went back to back, and now drills 2 free throws. That's huge.
This game is certainly manageable. It's getting more and more manageable by the second. Long three here. This could be a big one. No good. Offensive rebound. The offensive rebound curse comes back to haunt the Foresters. Ball moved in. That double team really working for them. Awkward shot there. And who's it out on? It is out on the Foresters.
Doing a great job defensively.
10 seconds left on the shot clock.
All right, they just can't get the ball back, unfortunately, but they're doing a great job. A couple open looks for the Warriors. They haven't been able to take advantage of that here in the fourth quarter on a couple of recent possessions, but hey, Foresters are well within reach.
A little bit of discussion here between the officials. This officiating staff has been very communicative tonight.
Yeah, they've been talking a lot all game.
The student section's asking for the ball back. I'm not sure if they're going to get it. Unofficial timeout being taken by the Warriors. They're going to draw something up.
We'll hear an explanation here.
Explanation. Did you give it? I have my headset off.
Kind of.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to make sure you didn't explain it. And I just repeated you. So now Coach Kohler is going to argue it.
Man, a lot of stoppages to play. We've seen a couple of reverse calls as well. I wouldn't say this would be a reverse call, but they added 30 seconds to the shot clock. Boy, oh boy. Carson getting the word from someone at the scores table here.
So the explanation, I got it officially from the official.
All right, give it.
It hit the rim, and Forrester grabbed it. Then it got stripped away. There's an argument as if they ever had possession. So the argument is that Indiana Tech has officially been granted a 30-second shot clock. Okay. Coach Kohler wanted a 10 or 20-second shot clock.
All right, sounds good.
A little bit of confusion here and gets the roll.
Emma Tueman loves that shot. We've seen her make it 3 different times here tonight. Obviously, she practices that, and it's really been a thorn in the Forster side.
Ryman back on the court, seeing if has been working the point so well tonight. Beautiful pass. Robrock goes up and doesn't get the roll. That ball tipped around.
That's that one to fall.
She took a spill. I thought that was going to be called a travel there. Officials thought it for like about a half second. She did not move, so I was wrong. I'll admit it. Connor Gramble getting ready to check back into this ball game. We got Bolin with the hook. No good.
Yeah, try to get that shot in again. I think a little bit too far and a little bit too much hook and arc on that one.
Yeah, there was quite a bit on that one. You're right.
Good adjustment by the Forster defense.
Lots of former Foresters in the crowd tonight supporting. This ball moved in. Rolls, gets the and one!
Student section on their feet. Carson Forsters just won't go away, man. They get it right back into this one. Logan Rouse showing why she deserves to be in the starting lineup every single night early in this season.
A little bit of discussion here. Rouse goes to the line. Most of the men's basketball team came out for this one tonight as they get prepared for their first game here in the next week against Governor State. Rouse drills it. Indiana basketball, Ryan, is here to stay.
Home opener, Platt Arena, Indiana basketball. Here we go.
Took the turnaround and gets the roll again.
Tough.
She loves that under the basket hook shot. And now the Indiana Tech bench trying to get a little bit of energy going for themselves.
Everybody's getting into it, man. I love it. Love the energy.
Robrock passes it back. Ryman has it. Ryman, step back three, no good. Student section was on their feet, won that one to go down. Would have turned into a 4-point ball game, so another ginormous defensive possession here. Vaughn on Tumen.
Warriors are just going to try to kill as much clock here as they can. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Last second heave, does not get the roll.
Got to hurry it up here.
Time is of the essence. Ryman to Vaughn.
Got to make the most out of every possession.
Vaughn into Robrock. Robrock with a turnaround hits the front of the iron. Coach Biggs calling out the play and telling them to slow down. And that's what they're going to do. Connor Granville's going to come back into this game yet again.
Yeah, time's on their side right now. Getting 30 seconds per possession and just 1:45 left here.
This could do it. Dagger three, got it in! 10-point deficit yet again. Coach Kohler's going to take the timeout. Can the Foresters pull off a miracle here in the last 1:37? We'll find out on the other side of the break. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. 1:37 left. Foresters are down 10. Now, Ryan, what positives do you want to take away from the Foresters today?
Well, I just think they adjusted really well, and they played a really good team tough. And obviously, there's still a chance here as Campbell drives through. I think we'll talk about that in the postgame, but I think they adjusted really well, and they really sharpened up on defense, and they started to rebound a lot better as well.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, like you said, that's going to be huge for them too. I think that first half really ended up dooming them at the end of it all. They were outscored 16-9 in that first half and just kind of had to play from behind the whole game. And that's something they got to adjust on. Three here, offensive rebound yet again. Drake tried to strip that one away, but a new 20-second clock.
Yeah.
Connor gets the foul there. Robrock's going to come back into this ball game.
Connor Gamble doing a really good job tonight. I thought she played really well. 9 points to her name today, 4 for 6 from field goal here today.
Logan Rouse, timeout by Coach Biggs, not happy. We'll take it with him. We'll see on the other side of this break. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Timeout taken by Jesse Biggs, who wanted to play, has another foul called there.
Yeah, and the bonus now, so Forsters will be able to save some time through that at least now, but Indiana Tech been pretty decent at the line thus far. 8 for 14.
Make that 9 for 15.
Good job.
Thank you.
Love it.
I can do math.
I can't.
I think that should count as my math credit, HU, so if you can just send that to the registrar's office.
Oh, boy.
Give me my 4 credits. Second one up and good. Substitution, Emily Sebo is going to come back into this ball game. And Deja Drake's going to take a seat.
Well, 10-point deficit.
Ryman, I think another thing the Foresters really need to focus on. They shot fairly well tonight. A lot of the, for lack of a better term, more important ones, kind of like the clutch, momentum-changing ones weren't going in. So I think that's something that maybe a little bit. I saw I watched a little bit of the men's practice today, and they were doing this drill that was really fascinating. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and then they would run up and down the court. It was 3-on-3, and you'd have to try to take a clutch shot, and they were keeping score. It might want to be a drill that Coach Kohler institutes. 30 seconds to go. This possession should do it unless the Foresters want to keep fouling while the shot clock is dead. And a foul called on
Yeah, Whitaker.
Kyra Whittaker got the foul there. First one up and good. Ruby Boland's going to come back in this ball game.
She's had some good minutes today, Carson.
Yes, she has. Second one is up and good. 9-point deficit with 23 seconds to go. Let's see if Coach Kohler wants to foul or get it back, or if they can pull off a Texas A&M versus Northern Iowa. They're going to take the timeout to advance the ball. And they're going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with them.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Warriors take the timeout to advance the ball. Buzzer sounds again, and ball is in.
Oh, that's a good way to get the foul there, right off the ball.
Yeah,
Off balance.
it was on Bolin. Coach Kohler is going to look to take a timeout if they miss it, I believe.
Yeah, just try to save some time as much as possible, talk it over, try to see what they can do. Unlikely that they come back. The 10-point deficit under 25 seconds to go, but love the effort here tonight.
Yeah.
Thought the Foresters played well. They really adjusted well. Just think Indiana Tech was the better team tonight. I mean, they were more experienced, bringing back most of their starters from last year. Foresters, again, losing their top 2 scorers. So I thought they played really well tonight.
Yeah, we'll keep it here so we can kind of go over that a little bit. I think it's a 30-second timeout. So, like you said, I think I said it a few minutes ago. I think that first quarter ultimately ended up dooming them a little bit. They kind of faltered, but that's something that they're going to have to learn from, is that you have to put your foot on the gas from the first quarter. And like you said, this is a young, semi-inexperienced team who lost a couple of its big pieces and really held their own with the 13th ranked team in the country.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of girls out here that just didn't have that many minutes last year and got some really important minutes today. And I thought all of them played their role really well today. I mean, this is going to be a team that not one individual player is going to show out every single night. It's going to be a combined effort. And I really saw that with the freshmen, a couple other underclassmen. And I love to see that, how they gelled with upperclassmen like Deja Drake and someone who came back, Emily Sebo, as a sophomore who got good minutes last year. So put it well together tonight.
Sebo takes a 3. That ball is there, and Warriors have to get across the court, but that should do it. They do. Ryman still playing on the ball. And Warriors are going to dribble this out. Warriors take the win here on the opening night of NAIA basketball, 51-61. And we'll be back momentarily for the post-game show. Foresters dropped this one. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by my partner Ryan Walker. And interesting.
You're taller than me for a second. What the heck?
I'm sorry about that. Interesting first quarter, really was a little bit of a detriment of the Foresters today, but overall a lot of positives. What are your takeaways, Ryan?
Yeah, I thought they struggled early on, and I mean, it's the first game of the year. I mean, they just struggled to handle the ball a little bit, turned the ball over a lot. It was a pesky Warrior defense. That's really hard to come in for Lori Culler's squad, to come in, lose their top 2 scorers, and then have to face a team like that, number 13 in the nation, that plays such a strong defense. But I thought they did a really good job adjusting to that. They limited turnovers and they limited offensive rebounds on the Warrior side, and I think that ultimately really kept them in the game the whole time. They didn't quit. I really like this team, Carson.
Yeah, I agree, and I think you said that they didn't quit. I think another thing to mention that I completely forgot about to the end of the game, Erica Zook was out tonight. So last year she was the 6th man. So I'm not sure if she's earned her way into the starting lineup or they're going to continue to use her that way. Right. But she's out. So that's a key piece that was missing for them. So really, like you said, there's a lot to being taken positive. It was chaotic in here. They were playing with fans, a large crowd for the first time since 2019. A lot of young players. I mean, half that team doesn't know a full crowd, Ryan. And that was an adjustment for us to make as well, that we had to adjust to the crowd noise and keeping our energy intact. And that's something they're going to have to learn, too. I mean, really, 1 or 2 buckets go the other way, in that first quarter, we're looking at a completely different ball game,
Right.
and Coach Kohler adjusted. She's a great coach. She's proved it. Her record proves it.
Sure.
So, yeah, like you said, they have a good homestand to start off the year, the Huntington University Classic coming
Yep.
up, and we have the Nespros Classic coming up next weekend, and the opening night for men's basketball on the 2nd, I believe, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken.
Yep.
And once again, I'll plug it one more time, Friday at noon. We have 2 episodes of Chopping Wood coming out. One is Ryan and I see Chopping Wood, baby.
Chop wood.
The first episode is you and I season preview, and the
Yeah.
second one is your interview with Coach Alford. So
Yep.
we're really excited for that. It's basketball season, baby. I'm Carson Watkins, our director producer tonight. Matt Fouts and David Hayes on camera. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker. HU drops game 1, but a lot of positives.